Yeah, what's up, kings and queens? We're back again, and as usual, we are supposed to go to the Mayweather trial, but we are not today. What I'm going to, I promise you that I'll check after Zwani's story, but I came across something today, very interesting. There's this advocate Ramebuluani, I think he's a vendor, yeah, he's a vendor guy. Advocate Ramebuluani Gabadeni, right? He was struck off a roll. As he says himself, it's an interview of him. I'll drop a link to the channel, in fact, to that video, so that you can check it out yourself and enjoy. I'll drop it in the description of the video and in the comment section as well. Now, if you look at this video, if you watch this video, you'll see that guy deserves a subscribe of the channel anyway. Now, if you watch that interview, it's an eye opener. You see now why Rata is doing what he's doing. You see why judges are behaving. That guy is saying these judges have this demigod-like behavior. They feel like they are demigods, and they feel like this is some sort of a cult. And he's also saying your cases are not won on merit. You win your cases based on the fact that they know that this guy is respectable. You respect the judges, but in a sense, you are really sucking their keister. You are really sucking their ass. I mean, there's nothing else. You are just a slave. It's a sort of a cult. That's what he's saying. And then he was struck off a roll for calling the judge stupid. I agree. I tend to agree with him. You can be an expert, a scientist, very prolific in this field of work, scientifically be able to calculate all this stuff. But when it comes to art, you can't draw a nice picture. You are stupid in that. You are stupid in art. You understand that? I don't know. This is how I see it. But he was struck off the roll. This guy, he tried, like, his problem was he was trying to battle his case. And he even showed the judge that there's this case of yours that you judged. And you judged based on this rule. But yet you are denying me the same opportunity. Like this judge, you now understand why Judge Rata is behaving the way he is. You understand. Let me not take too much of a time because the clip is gonna be like around 8 to 10 minutes. So just enjoy. I cut it out the parts that I really wanted you to hear. These judges are a law unto themselves. They are not really out there for justice. If you are not winning your case on merit, you're just winning your case because they know you are respectable. These judges, some of these telling us, these judges, some of them, they have alliances with some of the advocates and some of the practitioners. They know I'm dealing with this one. His cases, I'm gonna look at in a positive light. And this one is not in the click, shutting him down. That's basically what happens. So let me not take too much of your time. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. Check out this interview. I hope this guy, the owner, doesn't strike me with copyright strike, but just check it out. Link in the description, and link in the comment section. Peace. I'm out.
The honest truth. That's why we have a lot of legal practitioners that I don't have respect to them. Why? When they go to court, they are going, even whether you have a good case altogether, whether you have merits and the law is in support of your merits, it doesn't matter. We do not win the case because of the merits or because the law supports our case. We win the case because of allegiance and too much respect. Something that I don't have. I don't have too much respect. I don't have allegiance to any person except God of heaven. So then that's why we have a lot of legal practitioners who always go to court to please the court. That's why we always have this phrase, as pleases the court, as pleases the court. As pleases the court, my foot. What pleases the court while the justice is not being done to my client?
Yeah, exactly. And also, Are there any, or what should I call this, any decorum that is expected of you to behave in court? Because sometimes I find the atmosphere in court to be a bit, how do I explain this? It's a bit inappropriate. This man comes in, we all have to stand up for him, and then he tells us to sit down. We have to sit down. It's more like, you know what I'm trying to say. It's basically telling us that he's higher than us. He's higher than us, and he sits there. He's perched higher than everybody there, as the chairperson. I don't know. For me, it's a bit excessive to do that. Even when a president is coming in, then we've got to stand up. Those kinds of things. Yes, you can call it respect. I can stand up, but it doesn't mean I respect you by standing up because you're coming in the room. It may not mean that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah, the issue is that, yes, we do have, a code of conduct which actually instructs us to behave in a certain way.
Yeah.
So, but it's not everything that have actually been instructed to be followed to the legal practitioners by the code of conduct or the code of ethics.
Yeah.
That I know I've followed. Me per se as a human being.
Yes.
Who knows God.
Yeah.
So then, like for example, I always refuse to do some certain things.
Yes.
Like calling a judge my lord. I can't remember calling a judge my lord. Who's the Lord there?
Would you be punished by calling a judge by his name? Say Cedric.
No, I only called him honorable. I refer to them as honorable judge. No, not my Lord. The Lord is there in heaven. So we don't have lords here.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then I've done it my way. But to be quite honest with you, we have a decorum.
Yes.
We have a decorum, so where then you have to comply with a certain conduct or practices. So, but that practices, it only meant to give a decorum in the profession and in court, so that we respect each other. It's a mutual respect. So yes, it's not like one has to have much more respect to others, and that other person doesn't have respect to me.
Yes.
So it's a mutual respect. It's a reciprocal activity that needs to take place. So, but there were things that I refused to do or to practice, to comply as a practice.
Yeah.
Something like speaking in English.
Yes.
Sometimes I could feel good then. This aspect could be much more better had if I express myself on my own language.
Of course.
So rather than expressing myself in English, because I'm not conversant with English. And when you try to express yourself in other aspects using English, so you happen to distort the whole whole purpose.
It gets misinterpreted.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then sometimes I could speak in my vernacular in Venda, and I was regarded as an arrogant young man, and I could argue that it's my constitutional right to express myself and to represent my client in the language that I feel comfortable with. But I was told that the law doesn't permit me. Remember, by then the Chief Justice was still Honorable Mkhwe.
Yes.
And I was told that no. The law doesn't permit you to speak in Venda. I asked.
Really?
Yeah.
But the Constitution of South Africa,
The
what does
Constitution.
it say?
I challenged them based on the provisions of the Constitution that permits me to express myself everywhere I go, whether in court or outside the court.
Yeah.
So then they said no. Once the judge failed to actually cite that relevant law or that relevant provision to me, they said no. Chief Justice Mkhweng has actually then issued an instruction that all legal practitioners must speak in English, must submit in English. I said no, Chief Justice, it's not a law. It's not even a parliament. So you can't tell me Ukuti, Chief Justice Mkhweng has actually said that. Give me a law. And still, there are laws that I refuse to comply with.
Yeah.
For example, it was not even a law, it was a practice.
Yes.
A practice is not a law.
Yes.
You are commanded to refer to a judge as my lord.
My Lord.
Yes, my Lord. And my own self as a Christian, who fears God, I read, is it Matthew 23? I think somewhere on verse 12, I can't remember appropriately, but it's Matthew 23, where God, Jesus Christ, has actually told us, Uguti, that you don't need to refer to someone as your father, as God, as Lord. You are brothers and sisters. Those who are older than you, to qualify the status of parents, you call them mother or father. So then for me, calling a judge my Lord, it's a blasphemy, my brother. I refused.
Blasphemy.
It's a blasphemy. I refused to do that. Yeah. And it's something that, should they do mistake to let me come back in the system, in the legal system, I'm not going to call any judge as my Lord. I always referred them as honorable judges to someone who doesn't even.
If you say honorable, if you don't say honorable, is it wrong?
So, and what is actually honorable to someone who doesn't even know God? He doesn't even someone who knows God. At least then they know justice. They know how to impart justice to the communities. So, but what is honorable to someone who doesn't even know how to avert justice or to do justice? So you are compelling me to call you honorable. What is honorable about such nonsensical human being?
I see. Would you describe yourself as a rebel?
Let me say so. Let me say so. I'm a rebel, of course, and I do not regret. I do not regret. I regard myself as a rebel, and I welcomed that ascension